is the NFL on EA Sports. The running game will be a focus today. The Buccaneers come in ranked in the top 10 in rush defense, and they'll go up against the Dolphins team looking to make a dent in that ranking. So now let's head on over to reigning Raymond James Stadium in Tampa as we welcome in our announcing crew, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's something that Floridians are all too familiar with as the rain continues to fall here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
First carry for the rookie Procise. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
And on your screen, the offensive starters, Jarvis Landry, a guy that we profile.
Love his game. Not only is he going to beat you with athleticism, he's going to outwork you as well. And look for him to hurt you also in the kick return game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Following the interception, Winston. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the game there. And it'll give the Bucs a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. And Jenkins is a guy in this offense that I know you like to talk about.
Absolutely love to talk about Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His ability to play in any position, whether it's as a wide receiver or as an inline tight end, his versatility, some of the best in the league.
You even gave him the full name there.
Austin Seferian-Jenkins. He is the real deal.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
1st and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
They'll try to throw now. Winston finding time, and he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal. They'll run forward with Martin, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now for the first time, we get a look at this defense that was very stout last week.
And all they expect to do is continue what they did a week ago. Play terrific defense and not permit that offense to get started.
They'll come out in the pistol. A second down carry for Procise. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one caught. Jordan Cameron. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
I think we need to come up with a different name for this position. We keep calling it the fullback position. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback, but we know this. Whoever's coming out of that spot is usually bigger and stronger, and they may not run away from people, but they'll run through them.
Yeah, able to shed tacklers. We saw it right there. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, again, they go Procise. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go. Looking to throw. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Out of the backfield, Adrian Peterson was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a 1st down here on 3rd down. They come out here in the I. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Winston on 3rd and 2. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the Bucs will call on Anger. Brian Anger to punt it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Right back to Prosise. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They go play action here on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Jordan Cameron is tight end, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try the right side with Prosise. Stiff-armed him. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the 1st.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. This is Prosise on the carry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the 1st quarter of play. second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards.
Here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's brought down. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And throw right side complete to Parker. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And Frank's kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by the former first-rounder, Justin Gilbert. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bash.
Super toe.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is Parker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 1st down, Procise. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, they run. Again, it's Procise. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Here we go. They'll hand it off to Procise. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He'll look to throw, and that's complete. It's Sims. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested 1st half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Third down and 3. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. C.J. Procise, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
He was trying to get it to AP out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and short.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
The second down throw for Winston. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I know I'm not in the rooting business, but I really like this kid, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. Good catch there. I'm just hoping he can stay on the field and have some good health.
Now the Bucs hoping so, too, limited to 6. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 2nd and 10 here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, now 4th down.
Well, that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Jameis to throw it. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. Winston from the gun on third down. And he finds a man. It's Martin. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Ten yards still left on second down. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. Surveying the field. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This one taken from the 7. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the... third quarter. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his first throw here is incomplete. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had... Good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. On second down, Winston again. Complete. Richardson has it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Now Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Winston. And that is incomplete. Adrian Peterson was the intended target. And now it's second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. A second down throw for Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. A first down throw for Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Jameis to throw. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. On the handoff, this is Procise. There he goes left side. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 58 yards on the ground. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. On that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Here we go. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got him. It's the tight end, Cameron. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Come on, let's go! They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete. His tight end, Jordan Cameron, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On the counter, it's Procise. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And it's fourth down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Frank's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. On second down, Winston again. Incomplete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Jameis now on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. And out come the Dolphins now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Deep drop. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's Procise. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And trailing on the scoreboard last time, able to force the fumble. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
That's exactly right, because what they did last time is help them stay in this game. Being opportunistic, taking the ball away, that can help keep the game tight.
Yeah, we'll see if they can be opportunistic here. They'll be looking to force another turnover. Nearly lost the football, but kept it after the fumble, but now they face a third down. On play action, they'll throw. Backing up. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So out come the Bucs now. They start the drive with Martin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. So we've got a 2nd and 5. They come out here in the eye. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Complete. Richardson has it. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down. Here's the run with Martin. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 3rd down, Winston throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Jameis to throw it. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. 2nd down, Winston. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Aguayo's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete. It's Sims. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Winston now to throw on first down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap. We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Winston. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
9 yards on the play and a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Second down, 9 yards to go. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Procise. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything, but you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That one complete to Anderson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
3rd down and 4.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief to the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here by the former first-rounder, Justin Gilbert. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road,
looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Their big-bodied receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got time. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Frank's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward. Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And Winston lost the football. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. One last shot now for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. As time has...
Left field, call it. Babe Ruth, ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower, and I'm a... So sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant. Trolling on the internet. No respect. Haven't moved out of your parents' basement yet. Big neck. Coming with the beat that's gonna break your neck.
You can hear me now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes, like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Saw the magician's assistant in half like who the